Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to be sharing a devotional thought with you guys. It's called Great Things God Has Done for Us. Um, but before I share this verse, I just want to let you guys know this verse really ministered to me. And so I pray that it ministers to you guys as well. And it's 1 Samuel 12:24. And it says, "Only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider what great things he has done for you." And to give you a little bit of context, God had just appointed Saul as king in front of the children of Israel. And so in chapter 12, Samuel is giving a speech at Saul's coronation. A coronation is a ceremony of crowning a ruler or a king. And in the first 5 verses of chapter 12 is a testimony to Samuel's integrity. Samuel is now speaking to the children of Israel, and he talks about his leadership over Israel. And Israel affirmed and stated as a fact that Samuel's leadership was to be blameless. And so through verses 6 through 25, Samuel challenges Israel to serve God under their new king. And so Samuel is reminding Israel of all the great things that the Lord has done for them. And so Samuel offers Israel with an important choice. Even though Israel was disobedient in wanting a king, God still gave them one. Even so, if they would fear the Lord and serve him, God would still bless them. And so God confirms Samuel's word with a sign. And Israel then realizes their sin of desiring a king. And so in verses 20 through 25, Samuel is exhorting Israel to walk right with the Lord today. And that's where we get our verse 24. It says, "Only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider what great things he has done for you." You see, all of our service, all of our obedience, and all of our love for God is because of all the great things that he has done for us. You see, we don't serve God into persuading him into doing great things for us. He has already done the great things and only asks us to receive them by faith. Then we serve him because of all the great things he has done for us. You see, this is the Christian perspective, to focus on the great things that the Lord has done for you. You see, I ask myself, why is this important? Why do we as Christians need to consider the great things that the Lord has done for us? Because it reminds us of who we were and where we were at before Christ, and how he had made us new and how we were redeemed by the blood of Christ. You see, after reading this verse, I thought about where I was at 8 years ago and what was taking place in my life. You see, my dad had just left and my sister had just passed away in the same year. And I was thinking about how I was lost, how I was hurt, how I was, had no hope, how I was depressed and how I was just angry. And so I chose to run away from God and how I wanted nothing to do with him. But it wasn't until years later, the Lord finally got a hold of my heart and he brought me back. And that's when I fully got to experience his love, his goodness, his peace, his joy. You see, God never stopped loving me. He kept on chasing me after years and years and years of running away from him. And so I think about of where I was at and where I'm at now. And you see, that is why I know and that is why I fear the Lord and I serve him in truth with all my heart, because I know the truth. I know where I was at before and I know where I'm at now. And that is why I live my life for Christ. And you see, if we lose that perspective, then everything becomes distorted. Yeah, we also tend to focus and magnify the problems in our lives and lose sight of what he has done for us. Yeah, it's easy just to get distracted with, the things that take place in our lives and, the problems that we are facing today and situations that we may be going through. And we may get distracted and forget the things that he has done for us and how he has brought us out of all those other things that he has brought us through. And of course, we need to bring our concerns and our needs to God and our situations and our problems, but put in the bigger picture and understand what He has already done for you, and it just makes it so much easier when you do that. When you're whatever situation that you're going through, you know that the Lord is going to get you through it because of the things that He has already done and got you through before. You see, Satan also wants you to think that it's all about what you do for God. But that's the opposite of what God wants you to think. You see, God wants you to fill your mind with all the great and amazing things that He has done for you. See, when you fill your heart and you fill your mind with that, then you will love God and serve Him so naturally because you're so overwhelmed with the gratitude towards Him. You're so overwhelmed with the feeling of gratitude towards Him. And so I encourage you guys, whatever is going on in your life right now, whatever is taking place, whatever difficult situation you might be going through, maybe you're not going through anything at the moment, but when you do, because the Bible tells us that we will go through trials and tribulations. So when you do, I encourage you guys to look back and consider of all the great things that the Lord has done for you. Because when you do that, you will fear the Lord and serve Him in truth with all your heart. And so that's all I have for you guys. But I pray that you guys would look back and consider what the Lord has done for you and where you were at before and where you're at now. And if you guys would you guys keep me in prayer for my health and for my family as well. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.